I should have done that. There, if I can set my tripod up and not have to hold it, how awesome would that be? Y'all have my forehead right now. That's not exactly cool, is it? There. And if I turn it just right, nope, you can't see Frugal yet. She can lean over and be in the picture though. How is everybody doing? I know the weather has been atrocious across our country. And so check in, let me know how you're doing on that. Have interrupted us. But anyway, check in and let me know how you are doing. And that is Samantha Josephine trying to say, hey Chris, good to see you on here. Trying to say that she is not getting enough attention, you know, because her mom and Frugal RV Gal neglects her so badly. I'm just kidding. Y'all know that. Here comes Bandit to say hi because he can't be left out. Kathy Decree, 70s. Are you kidding? You're 70s in New Jersey. I'm happy for you. But Bandit, you're kind of slapping me in the face with your tail. So Jana is giving them treats. Here, I'm showing you giving them treats. And so that's why Bandit turned on me and to get his treat. Thank you all for the thumbs up. That's awesomeness. Let's see. Y'all can see some of the action over there. I'm not sure how to. There you go. That'll get it all in. Sally says 40 and clear in St. Louis now. Awesomeness. So Jen, I've got you on there kind of, sort of.
I'll lean back here in a little bit. My back is...
We have been working like nonstop. And so I'm going to just turn it and let her have a break. Johnny's journey just today, I worked 3 days on getting my new countertop in. And those videos will be coming up soon. I can't wait to share it with you guys. It is phenomenal. And she's phenomenal. Her angel donor that made all of it possible is phenomenal. And I also, I'm not going to show you my rig right now because literally 30 minutes before my live stream started, we were outside throwing everything in out of the tent so that Jana could fold up her tent and at least get it in her truck because it's supposed to rain again tomorrow. And so if y'all saw my video about the mess of the wind and everything, hey, Johnny's Journey is in the house. Y'all show her some love and say thank you for my new countertop for me because, oh my gosh, I'm just so thrilled.
Patty's on too.
Patty is on too. I missed it. Oh, there you are, Patty. Hi. And Patty just had a birthday, and so everybody tell her happy birthday. Just love those two so much. And Lincolnshire, oh yes, across the pond, Sarah, and oh my gosh, I can't think of your partner's name, Sarah, but welcome. Megan is 20 in Michigan. Oh, Mino Ferry, I hear you. 83 in Texas. That is so awesome, Linda. And my cousins live near you, so she's saying the same thing. 83 in Lake Jackson.
What are we doing in Arizona?
I know. What are we doing here?
It's cold here.
Yeah.
Long sleeve shirt on.
Yeah. Kathy was bragging, but now she just also told us that it's going to be snow tomorrow. So we won't have the snow, but it has been pretty miserable weather. I'm not going to lie. This winter has not been like it normally is here at all. So literally we just threw everything in my rig. I don't care. I'm happy to have my countertop. I can put it all up tomorrow while it's raining. Sammy.
Like what?
Sammy Joe. She's like, I'm not going to look over there. You don't have any treats over there. Oh, I said the T word. Yeah, don't. You're right. She's like, I'm going to bite you for that. Sweet girl. I know. You're a good girl. Granny Bear and Gus, also from Texas. Oh, Patty, don't the counters look great? And Patty, on her birthday, you guys, because if you saw my video, and you'll see more of the whole story coming up about the countertop, but I did that video about Flashback Thursday, about how, or Throwback Thursday, whatever, yesterday because it seems like every time I take stuff out of my rig, it either snows, rains, sleet, high wind, and now a dust storm. And in 2015, I literally lost everything because this storm came out of nowhere. It wasn't predicted, nothing. It was supposed to be sunny skies for 3 days. And the storm came out of nowhere and over the mountains, and nothing was predicted. And I got in what I could, but literally it was hailing and I had to go inside and it never let up. And when it would just slow down a little bit, my friends and I was camped with Bob Wells and Al Rolling Steel Tent. We got out and we put a tarp. One of them loaned me another tarp. I had stuff on my tarp. One of them loaned me another tarp, and literally we were at the bottom of the mountain, and water coming down off the mountain just was washing my stuff away. And I would go out and run after it because I didn't want to litter the desert, and but it was ruined. And so it was pretty traumatic for me to see my stuff all messed up yesterday. And sweet Patty, on her birthday, was out there helping me clean things up. Just really wonderful people that we have been camped with. I can't say that enough, let alone me getting my countertop done. And Johnny's Journey had help from 2 friends, also Paul and another Patty. We have Patty A and Patty C. Patty C is the one on here tonight that had the birthday, but Patty A was inside helping. And because of the wind and all the noise and the drilling and everything, I ended up having to go into Jana's camper for a while and to keep from having a full-blown episode, and it all worked out just great. So let me catch up with some comments now and see what I have missed. Pearl is in the house. Hello, Pearl. I hope that you are doing well in Texas. Let me see who all was on here. Oh, whoa, Nellie. Hi, I missed you. I didn't see that in the... she says that she will be listening in the background and says, happy birthday, Debbie Breeze. So Debbie Breeze is evidently on here and having a birthday. That is awesome. Doreen and Steve, hi. It won't let me see anything from Debbie Breeze. And my friend Rebecca McKinney is on here. And I can't wait to show it to you, Becky. I haven't even shared it with patrons. I've been so busy, but I will. Richard, I want to call you. I will try to give you a call, maybe even after we hang up. And thank you, Richard. You know what you did, and I just can't thank you enough. And I appreciate everybody that is so kind and generous to me. But Richard has been a good friend for several years, and I just look forward to talking to you in a little while, Richard. If not this evening, because we're pretty wiped out. If not this evening, then I'll try to give you a call tomorrow, buddy. So Kathy, I caught up with you. Barb, hi, Barb. We had such a wonderful camp out. So I left the camp out with patrons. There were 16 of us, and 2 came and went during the day. And also Jonesy came out, so that was actually 19. And we had just a blast, and Barb was there, and she left, and miss you, Barb. I'm parched, y'all. I'm going to be drinking, taking sips during the whole live stream, so hold on. Talk amongst yourselves. Y'all remember that from Saturday Night Live? Who is the character that did that anyway? Talk amongst yourselves. Let's see. Noreen says it's unseasonably warm there in North Carolina for a few days. Sally in Missouri, 40. Hello, my lovely cousins. I know I haven't talked to you in a while. We talked the other day, but it's all really, really good stuff. Let's see who else is on here. More wind and rain coming tomorrow. I know, Doreen. So Johnny, after she finished up today, she and Patty C were out there helping me and Frug get everything in from outside and in my rig so that she could take her tent down. And there's still, I'm not gonna lie, there's still a bucket load of stuff out there, but it's underneath my rig, and it's just stuff that's gonna have to get wet because I can't throw anything else. I might go out and get my my cart that I use for my vendor shows, but I don't think I can get anything else in my rig. It's pretty packed because you think about it, you move stuff out for construction, right? For the deconstruction and then the construction, and then you have to put everything up. And I didn't have a garage or anything to put that stuff in, so Jana loaned me her tent, and now it's just all stuffed back in here. But it's okay, it's done, and now I'll get it put up right. So let's see. Kathy told Johnny, good work as always, and that's true. And Sybil, thank you so much for the well wishes for our weekends. And Cool and Cloudy, Texan Lulu in Central Texas. Tracy Jones, hello ladies. Let's see, January and February have been nice in North Carolina. Good for you, Noreen. 61 at the Arco station, Mouse Boots, 46, Marcia says she just finished some tikka masala. I don't know what that is, but I guess it sounds good. Oh, Pearl, is it really 52 in Georgetown? That's not bad for this time of year with the fronts that are coming through. I hope that you are doing okay, darling. We haven't caught up in a long time. Patty said, Kathy is teasing Patty about the countertop that they haven't seen yet. It is gorgeous. Patty would never lie, so you're going to have to take her word for it. And Sarah, yes, I know that you would love to have Johnny do some builds for you if you were in the U.S. Patty had a good birthday. They all went out to eat and went and had ice cream. I was on the verge of a TBI episode after that day of wind and dirt and everything, so we didn't go, but sure would have liked to have. Yes, Judy Smiling, Johnny's Journey is a phenomenal van builder. Anybody that has a chance to get any work done by her on any rig, van, car, RV, trailer, whatever. If she says she can do it, you want to take her up on it. Trust me. If you have to drive 3 states or more to get it done, it's worth it. Trust me. Oh, Betsy Power is in the house. Hi, Betsy. Give your sweet baby girl a hug for us. Miss you guys. Mary Minix, hi. We enjoyed camping with you. Miss you. We had such a wonderful camp out and left there immediately to come here for Johnny to do my countertop. It has been not a non-stop for sure's. For sure's? What the hell does that mean? For sure. I was reading Mike Myers. Richmond.
Saturday Night Live.
Oh, Saturday night. Oh, yes. That's right. I got it. I'm a little late. I know, but okay, so this is important. So Rebecca McKinney is telling Johnny that she subscribed to her channel because of the work that she's doing for me. And then she binged watched Johnny's channel yesterday and was blown away, and rightfully so, Becky. And she's been featured on Tiny Home Tours, or is it Tiny Home Living? I can't remember.
I think it's Tiny Home Tours.
Tiny Home Tours. Her van was featured on there. And then Patty, that's on here tonight, her van was just recently featured on there. And I shared that with my patrons. And they have like a million plus subscribers. And the reason they featured Johnny's work is because she does do such phenomenal work. Let's see. Desert Deb is also in the house. I think I finally got caught up on comments. And I've got 40 people watching and 29 thumbs up. So y'all take a moment, please, to hit that thumbs up, and I would appreciate it. And you can see my rugs on the back of my passenger chair. You just put things where you can.
When you want me to lean back?
Yeah, no, that's okay. Yeah, but they're clean. They're straight from the laundry. I'm not asking her to lean back on dirty rugs. They're straight from the laundry. But you put things where you can when you're having your house remodeled, and so it's been an experience. You think, or no, maybe you don't, guys, but I thought when well, first of all, I thought I was coming out here to die when I moved into my van in 2015. But one of the things that I quickly grew to love about being a nomad is I never had to be without my house. I mean, it's always with you, right? And I think that's one reason why I never wanted to tow anything, because I loved the feeling of having my house available to me at all times. I just get from the driver's seat, I'm in my house, and I step back into the cabin part of my house. And so I loved that about my cargo van that I lived in for 5 years, and I love that about my RV. And I have no clue why I was sharing that. Squirrel. What else? What did I miss? Why was I saying that? Somebody help me out. There had to have been a reason. Or was I just rambling? No, something.
You went from the carpet.
The carpet
the rug to...
Oh, yeah. So I thought, I came to love the fact that my house was always with me.
Yeah.
I would never have to move again. And if you've read my book, How Being a Nomad Saved My Life, you know that's all we did growing up. And we were homeless a lot and lived in a car a lot. And just, I don't know about a lot. That's relative to somebody's life story. So, but for me and my family, my mother and I living in a car, and she never let our family members know. It was probably a lot, and probably more than most people, and especially as a child growing up. And so when I discovered this way of life, and I thought, oh my God, and I never have to move again. But you still have to remodel, and you still have to cull, and you still have to organize, and you still have to reorganize, and you still have to move things around. And that if you ever think that you're going to get on the road and you have the vehicle that you never have to do any of that in, you might be mistaken. However, Frugal, you want to address that because you feel like you have. You moved into your rig, and you've been pretty copacetic since, haven't you?
Well, I still...
wait, let me show you.
I still reorganize and cull stuff out, and it's like, after 5 years, you're like, I haven't even used this. You've been on the road or whatever and you're like, that can go away.
That can go away, yeah.
So I think it's always a constant.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But you haven't had to do any major remodeling, or you've pretty much moved in, and other than the basic culling and organizing, you're happy with your rig.
I didn't do any modeling.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, so you're pretty set in that sense. But yeah, I don't think the culling and the organizing, guys, oops, my phone's falling. Oops, wrong leg. I don't think the culling and the organizing out here ever goes away. And so she's talking about, you're like, I haven't used this. So one of the things that I organized today, after Johnny finished, was I have a big box of medicines and first aid and and mask and Band-Aid, just all the stuff. And it was in a big tub. And I really need that tub for book storage, especially since I'm finishing up my next book soon. And so I'm like, okay, I'm going to cull it down to a basket. That fits on one of the shelves that Johnny built for me. I'm going to cull it down to a basket, and that's it. I had not one, not two, but 3 bottles of alcohol. It's like, and I'm talking about rubbing isopropyl alcohol. It's like, nobody needs 3 bottles alcohol.
I see a cargo trailer coming.
Oh, no, I have been throwing away stuff, and I'm going to continue to throw away stuff. There is no cargo trailer in my future.
I mean,
for me,
you're gonna have more books and more books and more.
Well,
books
that's
and...
true. I don't know what I'm going to do about that. Above my y'all can't see it. Way up there, above my overhead in my Class C, I have these beautiful file boxes that are gray linen, almost like a felt, but they're real thick and they're beautiful. And there's 5 or 6 of them across there, and they hold all of my Currier and Ives china. I should have thought about it ahead of time, and I'd get one of my pieces out to show you. But they hold all of my Currier and Ives china, other than what's over my sink. Oh, Jana's going to get it for you. So, Jana, at Jana's encouragement, she said, you need to keep those dishes. Thank you so much. So here's my Currier and Ives. And Jana is like, you need to keep those pieces out and use them. You've got like all of those boxes, and if something happens to them, who cares? You used them, you enjoyed them, because I no longer have a china cabinet to keep such things in. And I've been told by several curators that I have the world's largest solo collection of Currier knives. I have Rebecca. Becky says I must have been a Girl Scout prepared with alcohol. Yeah, I do try to keep even in my van, I tried to keep backup of necessities, and that was before the world went crazy, right? I try to keep backup of necessities of food and dry canned foods and different things, and including first aid, but not 3 bottles of 70% isopropyl alcohol. But each of the Currier knives pieces has a different painting on it. So this is the dinner plate, and there's a salad plate, and then there's what they call a cruppy plate, which is like an appetizer plate. There's several different bowl sizes.
A what plate? Cruppy?
I think it's cruppy. I think Cruppy. Y'all Google it. Cruppy. I think.
What is a cruppy plate?
Well, I don't know. Is Sarah, you're from the UK. You can.
What's a cruppy?
I don't know. I might be making shit up, but I think it's called a cruppy plate. But anyway, you can see Currier knives on the back. But each piece.
Yuppie, maybe.
Not yuppie. Not yuppie.
Yuppie plate.
It's a yuppie plate. Okay, so this is a dinner plate. That much we know. It's the 10-inch dinner plate, I think, maybe 11. And it has this farmhouse scene on it. So one of my favorite, and like I said, there's 3 or 4 different size bowls. And then they have one that's a little cherry bowl. And it's just like a little dessert bowl. And then they have the soup bowl and different bowls. But the cherry bowl is kids playing out in the yard. And there's hens in the back. And one of them's climbing a fence. And so I just love my Currier knives. And now I am using them. But what I might have to do is store my Currier knives again, the ones that are up there in a box. I'm going to set this down. I might have to, I'm setting it down on my new countertop. Oh my God, I love my new countertop. Anyway, I might have to store my dishes and have book storage up there, because I need to have books on hand, because I want to, as I travel, do more vendor shows and everything, and you got to have inventory to be able to do that. So, so we'll see. But I will at least have the dishes that I have over my sink that Jana has encouraged me to keep and use, and I've been doing that. Judith is in the house. Hi, Judith. We miss you.
Cece's on.
Cece too?
Yep.
Oh, good. Oh, Becky says she agrees with you. Hi, Cece. She says wanted to say hi before her power goes out again. Oh no. Yes, Cece, I love my dishes too. Thank you. And Susan O says none of us have enough space to store toilet paper if the world goes crazy again. Okay, I have to tell off on myself on that too. Okay, so y'all may or may not know the horror that I went through, and may my dear friend Chuck Taylor, rest in peace, and how I stayed with them. Oh, Cece, she gave me a super chat tip of $9.99. Thank you, dear heart. I love you. We missed getting to camp with you. I was sure looking forward to you being able to make it. Maybe soon. That would just be awesomeness. But thank you, Cece. And so anyway, I went through that horror of the 2020, and it didn't affect a lot of people, but me as a nomad, it greatly affected me. I was in the middle of a cross-country trip and was actually going to go into Canada and around and maybe through Alaska and back down. I had the whole thing planned out and ended up staying for 47 days with my friends Chuck and Letty, and he died this past year. And I was blessed to be at their beach house and them have a spare bedroom and bathroom and a back porch that I could treat like my own private office, and they were so gracious, and so I was very, very blessed through all of that, and I did a bunch of FNLs from their front porch. And I literally found myself with not having a safe place to go. And so y'all know that story of how I ended up with a docking station and everything. And so when it came time to hit the road again, I had all this toilet paper and paper towels in my little she shed and it was so beautiful. If y'all remember it, how pretty my little she shed was. But up at the top, on the top shelves, I had all this toilet paper and paper towels. Well, that's not even the worst of it. I'm like, because one of the things when I was going from, in seriousness, when I was going from Florida to Nevada, when everything was shut down, there were grocery stores I couldn't even get in to get supplies. They were only letting locals in, and you had to show your driver's license at the front door. And so anyway, it was just crazy. And I was like, where can I put all of this toilet paper and paper towels? Plus it's money. I don't have to buy more when I have all of this. And so I raised up my bed and I just stuffed as much as I could in there. And I pretty much, for the most part, forgot about it, that it was under there, because it's not really good underbed storage. It's where all the plumbing and the water, the freshwater tank and the water heater and water pump and all of that is. But I was just stuffing it in places, making sure I didn't hurt any of the piping or tubing or anything. And then I had a shower leak, not from anything under my bed, but in the actual shower. And my friends, when they went to help me with that, and we took the bed out and they raised that up, they were just like, what the hell? I think I had like 40 rolls of paper towels and 40 rolls of toilet paper and 20 rolls of paper towel in there. And God, they laughed for a long time, and they couldn't even keep working. They were laughing so hard, and they're like, well, we know where the whole United States I can't believe I'm even admitting that story. It was so embarrassing. But they just, and I'd forgotten about it being under there. I can't believe I just said that on the internet. Okay, all right, moving on. I'm going to catch up with comments. Let's see. What else? I'm catching up with comments in case y'all wonder what I'm doing. Yes, Kathy. Kathy says that about being able to go from my driver's seat into my house or from my house into my driver's seat without having to go outside is good for security, and I don't have to hook up a trailer or anything, and that is true. But I have to tell you, I've never run into dangerous situations out here as much as I did in my neighborhood, and growing up and all of that. It's pretty safe environment, but that is true. I don't have to go outside. I can pull over if I need to, if I'm tired or stressed. I can pull over and take a nap and at a rest area and get back in my driver's seat and never have to even leave my house, and that is a good thing. Sally S says, got to take inventory before buying more stuff. Ain't buying no more stuff. You have that? You have a witness, Jenna. Mm-hmm. I just put it on the internet. Ain't buying. Yeah. Ain't buying no more stuff. I'm not. I'm getting rid of so much stuff. let's see. That wall and that fairy door, Linda, from one of Johnny's builds. Oh, wasn't that beautiful? She didn't call it a hobbit door. I'm sorry, I can't think right now. And Johnny, I know they were going to enjoy a good fire tonight, so she may not still be on here, but it was called, I forget the title of the video, but yeah, it's worth it. Go check it out. Um, so, let's see. Um, the dogs are playing with their toys. It's so adorable. Um, and Judith made it.
Gracie's on too.
Gracie's on too.
Yep.
Gracie, I just got to meet you today. I hope to come down to the fire in a little while. We'll see how I'm feeling. Okay, so Kathy is asking me if I have a cargo storage thingy on my roof, which would be like a Thule or something like that. Doesn't work so well on an RV, Kathy. That's why I don't. I was considering putting one on my cargo van that I lived in for 5 years, but I ended up putting more solar instead. I had 4 huge solar panels up there, and oh, Beth, that is hilarious. She shared about her own toilet paper story. Yes, blue willow pattern plates are popular in the UK, Sarah. Oh, you have Italian blue spode pottery? Oh, a friend of mine had the red spode, and I just loved it so much. Ooh, the wind's picking up, y'all. It's starting to howl. Let's see. Kathy says it's okay. You admit to a lot of things, Deborah. I do. I'm pretty transparent. I can't remember well enough to lie about anything or hide anything personal. I'm good about holding confidence, holding things in confidence for friends and family. But I as far as me, it's like, yeah, what you see is what you get. Cece is asking, Cheryl Greer is asking, is if this is one of my shirts. This is an original FNL shirt. I called us all one night. We were sitting around and I did, I said something about it being, we're all the sketchy crew. And so the FNL team, everybody on FNL, the regulars started calling themselves the sketchy crew. And so yes, this is one of my shirts.
Still available?
Is it still available? It is. It is.
Okay.
It is on.
I said I wasn't sure. If it was
Yeah,
still
it's still on my spring store. Go to spring. Go to spring. I think it's springstore.com. So I don't even know. I'm sorry. Spring.com. I don't have the URL for you right now, but it's on Spring and it's under Debra Does RV Life. So you should be able to find it. And my new designer, Maria, she has done so many wonderful things on there. Gracie and Jacques Adventures. That's what you were telling me earlier, Gracie. I wasn't getting the Jacques when you were introducing yourself. Now I get it. I love that. Michael is my cousin, and he's teasing me about the toilet paper, and he goes, that fits. Squirrels hoard nuts like you hoard TP. I no longer, just to be real clear with everybody, I no longer have any TP or paper towels. I actually literally have nothing under my bed in that part of the storage. There's a little compartment where I keep my cleaning solutions and my bleach and a can of paint, because I really am now, especially now that I have a new countertop, gonna paint the RV on the interior and things like that. But it's not a very big space, and so I have some Armor All underneath there, Windex and things like that. But I don't have anything stuffed underneath the bed in the storage
Spring
anymore.
store is at DebraDickinson.shop.
Oh, DebraDickinson.shop. Oh, that's right. I forgot. I pay for that URL. You'd think I would remember
And I
that.
can't copy it off of.
Yeah, so go to DebraDickinson.shop, and you should be able to find my spring store. I can't believe I forgot about that. The Hobbit door. Yes, Johnny, that was so adorable. And Cece is telling you you're a gift, and you really are. Oh, fairy door. Fairy door, not hobbit door. Yes, I love it. I love it. Let's see. And Darcy is here too. Hi, Darcy. Darcy has been up to help and visit several times. They're all parked down there with Johnny, Paul, and oh, Pamela White. Happy FNL. Happy FNL to you too. Thank you so much. Every little bit helps, you guys. I can't tell you that enough. And when I have to order books ahead of time so that I have them for inventory and all of that, I can't do any of what I do without my patrons and my wonderful viewers. You guys are just the best in the world. But Gracie and Patty and Johnny and Darcy and Paul and even Johnny's sister, they're all parked down there. And another guy I haven't even been able to go get down there to meet yet. And then the other Patty left today. So it's just been wonderful to meet them all, and it's been fun to get this countertop done. I was really stressing with the wind and the dust, and the wind wasn't playing too well with my brain injury, and I struggled to not have an episode. But once I retreated to Jana's rig and took some medicine and was really quiet and sat really still for a while, I got much better. Let's see, I'm catching up on comments again. Oh, Gracie says that she's on her phone, so she's not tagging. Yeah, it's weird that it's hard to tag on the phone. I think what happens, Gracie, is that if you put @ and type somebody's name, you have to type it out yourself. It won't auto-complete it, but it does highlight it so that they see that you tagged them. I hope that makes sense. Oh, good. Dewdrop in joined us this week. Thank you, sweetheart. She's always coming in afterwards, which is fine. It doesn't matter, except that we miss you, and we're glad you're here tonight. Kathy got the mug with Sketchy Crew on it, and she got it as a gift that she treasures. That's awesome. Let's see. Watch out, Janice. She'll be stealing your TP. No, I'm good. I'm good. Johnny says we can talk about adding your spring store to your channel page. Good. Thank you, Johnny. Right. Is it already there?
Yes.
Oh, Johnny, Janice says it's already there. Oh, is that the banner underneath my videos? Yes. Okay, so here's the thing. It is already there, but you have to maintain it. Like you can put it on auto, but then it puts up funny things. And so I try to manually maintain that, and I forget, and it doesn't go well. So I guess I need to put that on auto. I need to remember to do that.
I also put the link in there.
Oh, you did? Janet put up the link to my spring store too. Mike says he can fix that. He'll send me a mouse. They can hide stuff anywhere. As you know, I had mice, and it was not fun. Yes, you are part of an absolutely amazing community, Johnny. I've enjoyed you guys so much, and I wish I could have gone to eat with y'all and everything. You know, when you've got a disability or a brain injury, or you're in the middle of an illness like so many people are, or even those that have recovered from an illness, you know what it's like. You have to do what you can when you can, and sometimes you have to miss out, and that's just the way of it. But at least I get to be here with you guys, and I got to meet your friends, and you are part of a wonderful, wonderful community. Did you see CC say thank you? Judy Stewart, hello. Hello. And Norman in San Diego. Well, you guys are awesome. I don't even think I've, CC talking about the episode of me getting the mice out of my RV. What cracked me up was my friend, oh gosh, now my mind just went blank. I think it was Judy Abernathy, but she said, oh yeah, that'll do it. Just sweep them out of the compartment, because I was in there trying to sweep them out. There were so many in that outside compartment. Oh my God, it was just awful. Fortunately, they didn't do any damage, and we weren't parked there very long. But it was crazy. Hey, Cheryl, glad that you dropped in, sweetheart. Yeah, that was crazy. And then Frugal, RV Gal, and Donna Shalom on the Roam came through and met up with, I was camped with Joan Rock Pringle at the time, and they came through and met up with us for about a week. And while she was there, she fixed all the holes in that compartment so that wouldn't happen again. But that was super, super freaky. So I have forgotten what my title is. It's, yeah, do you have
Birthday.
Birthday. That was Patty C, who was here with us tonight. And what's the next one?
Angel donor.
Angel donor. And I just wanted to give a shout out again to the angel donor. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, go to Johnny's Journeys channel, and she has a video about the angel donor that made it possible for her to pay it forward and help people this summer, and I was one of the recipients, and I'm so grateful for that. Next.
New countertop.
New countertop. We've talked about that. I'm doing better on my title than I thought I was.
New friends.
Oh, new friends. And by that, I'm talking about Patty and Johnny. Johnny and Jenna and I, let me back up. Jenna had been following Johnny for quite a while. And she and her friend, C-Dub's Journey, they had been following Johnny's journey for quite a while. And then we all went hiking at Palm Canyon together about 3 years ago. And that's when I got to meet Johnny's Journey and have been following her ever since. But this is the first time that I got to spend any time with her. And while we were working the whole time, and then we're all about to go our own separate ways like nomads do, that we got to spend some more time together and become even better friends, and I'm really grateful for that. And the same is true for Patty that's on here. Just love both of you, and the others that I got to meet. It's just been it's so super awesome, and that's the beautiful thing about this. This life is you just never know who you're going to get to meet out here, and the wonderful people. So, like Darcy and Gracie and the other Patty and Paul, and it's just been fabulous. And I feel like I have new friends, and a big heart to you, back to you too, Johnny. Okay, what else?
The last one was
Last one.
bad weather on the road.
Bad weather on the road. Yeah. So, I just want to say that, if they're on here tonight, and I don't know who they are, I'm going to be embarrassed. And I'm not making fun of anybody. Please listen and hear me say up front, I'm not making fun of anybody. But we are parked near this gargantuan fifth wheel, probably 40 feet, I'm guessing, wouldn't you say? Probably 40 feet. And in this weather that we have, yes, thank you, Patty. Love you too. In this weather that we have been experiencing, the highest recorded winds for this area where we are currently parked that I have seen that was official was 68. But there are gusts, that's wind. That wasn't a gust, that's wind. So there are gusts beyond that. So it was really, really crazy. And so, and it's been coming from different directions. It's come from the southwest, and it switched and came from the northwest, and it's just kind of unpredictable. Well, I guess it is predictable, but it's variable that way. That's the word I'm looking for. And these poor people in their big rig were getting out there and hooking it up to their truck and moving it. And you would think, I don't do that. I park for the view, or I park for the privacy, or I park for the convenience. I don't do that head into the wind or facing north or facing southwest, east. Everybody has their own opinion. But they were parking, and would have thought, presumably, to face the wind or to put the rear of the vessel, it's not a boat, of the rig to the wind so that it's not broadsiding you, right? And they moved it 2 or 3 times, right? One day, and then they moved again the next day, and they always moved it to where they were getting broadside. It's like, if you're going to go to the trouble of hooking up a rig that big and unhooking, they didn't just hook up and move, and they moved and unhooked and moved stuff and their outdoor stuff and everything, and made it to where they were just getting slammed by the wind. And not only that, they were getting slammed by the wind into their side entry door. And I don't know how anybody else was experiencing the wind out here, but for me, sometimes, and I know a friend of ours, their trailer door got broke in all of this wind, and I'm so sorry I haven't seen her on here tonight. But for me, the wind was hard to hold the door. And one time I was carrying something from my rig into Jana's, and all of this moving everything around. And my shoulder's still sore. Her door slammed into me so hard that I would have protected my side door. But there is always weather out here on the road. I've been through it all. So is Jana. You want to tell them a little bit about your Colorado? Check it out on Frugal RV Gal. Tell them about your camping and getting stranded in the snow in Colorado.
Yeah, if you hadn't seen that video, it's fun. It was in September, Colorado. You wouldn't expect snow in
that
Colorado.
Early. Yeah, not that early.
Yeah, and they said they were going to have 2 inches of snow.
They lied.
And I was camping with Dan and a couple of other friends, and we wake up the next morning, it's like 12 inches. So, and it continued to snow the rest of the day, and I think we had 2 nights of snow, and then it melted really fast, but probably 2.5 days it was pretty deep. It was a fun video, and I mean, it was fun doing it and fun living it and being there and just going through it. But you were thinking a couple of inches and it ends up being a foot, so it's definitely, you never know.
Yeah.
But fun video called Snowstorm or something.
Yeah.
It's my highest video.
Well, if you can grab the link, please go get it and share it. Do that. Go grab the link. Yeah.
And watching Sammy, that was the first time Sammy had been in the snow, and her jumping and biting at the snow, and we were throwing snowballs at her, and she's biting at them. Fun to me.
Very, very, very fun. Very fun.
So.
And that's what I wanted to say is that, please do go grab that link. That's what I wanted to say is it doesn't, sorry, I'm going the wrong way with the legs on my tripod. It doesn't matter. Out here, if you're out here on the road, whether you're part-time or full-time, if you're out here on the road long enough, you're going to run into not only inclement weather, but bad stormy weather. There's this, I think, and I wanted to address that because I think there's this notion that you come out here and you chase 70 degrees, and people try to name their channels after that, chasing 70 or you know.
Chasing 70 degrees.
Huh?
Carrie.
Yeah, our friend of ours is chasing 70 degrees. She's not really active anymore on social media, but because that is a perception that you're going to come out here, and it was my perception. If you read my book, Bob said, "What are you using for heat?" And I'm like, "Well, I thought we traveled with the weather," and he's like, "Yeah, but you still need a heater, because I think a lot of people promote it as you're going to just, good. Jana put up her link to the snow video. You're going to always be in Shangri-La, and you're always going to have these beautiful sunny weather moments, and you're going to have your laptop out on the beach and your perfectly painted toenails sipping Mai Tais and working on your videos or taking Instagram photos. And while those moments happen, and I call them whipped cream moments, in the 8 years that I have been out here on the road, I have run into hail. It's so bad that my dogs were, that's when I still had my senior dogs, and they were freaking out, and I had my headset on, my Princess Leia headset for my brain injury. I had it on, and it wasn't helping. I was in that metal cargo van, and I ended up having ear bleeds and nosebleeds and all that comes with my brain injury. And again, it wasn't forecasted. I keep my eye on the weather all the time, and I get caught because so much comes in that can't be predicted, and they do the best they can. And there's 5 different weather apps that if I think that I'm going to be caught in a front, that I keep an eye on, and one that I use for emergency alerts, and it still happens. I think maybe I better knock on wood to say that the one thing that I haven't been caught in is floods, but hail, rain, snow, haboobs, literal classified haboobies, and not to mention the wind. Only twice out here has the wind been even close to what it was day before yesterday, right? Or was it yesterday?
Day before yesterday.
Day before yesterday.
Yesterday was bad, but the day before,
yeah,
we didn't work on your rig.
Yeah, Johnny was at least able to get some work done, a lot of work done yesterday. But day before yesterday was the worst winds I've been in out here, and then another time that was second worst was 2015, and then the third worst was being stranded in Death Valley for the summer and literally living through haboobs. And I just want everybody to know that you got to be prepared. And like I always say, you have to have a backup plan for your backup plan, because things do happen that you can't count on. Oh, and not to mention things like natural disasters, like the fire that we ran from, flying down the mountain with the flames behind us. Things just happen, and you have to be prepared out here. And it is a good life. I wouldn't trade it for anything. It literally has saved my life. And look at the great people that I get to meet, and the earth angels that come my way along the way, and the things that just serendipitously happen, like a new countertop that was so needed because it was just getting to be impossible to live with the old one breaking down like it was. And it's a great life, but you can't say that you come out here and everything's always going to be okay, and that you can do it on a shoestring budget. You can, obviously I do, but I also work my butt off on my YouTube channel and writing books, and I've got a great network of friends and people that care about me, and just, I think what I want anybody to hear that might be listening to this is, please just don't think that you can come out here and that things aren't going to happen, and that you're trading in maybe the dilemmas and the drama or anything that you have in sticks and bricks, and it's all going to go away. One of my late friends, R.T. Miles, always used to say, wherever you go, there you are. And you don't get to run away from yourself. And so if you have issues over there, you're probably going to have those same issues out here. And in addition, I say often, depending on how you're living and what kind of funds you have, it's closer to pioneer days and coming out west in a covered wagon than it is the Shangri-La Instagram moments that you see on social media. So I just had to share that because we're coming off of those hellacious winds day before yesterday, and I am so grateful. I was thrilled. I got to come back out and join everybody that afternoon. I didn't get to go to Patty's birthday dinner, but I didn't have an episode, you guys, and I got to come out and I got to see the work at the end of the day. And then yesterday I had to be careful. I stayed in shelter a lot, but I would come and go. And then today I was fine for finishing up and getting everything back in the rig, and that's major progress. And so I just want to say too, if you're thinking about doing this life and that you have a disability, that it is doable. You may have to learn how to manage your disability. You may have to pass on things that you wish you could do, but you get to live a good life. And I just want to encourage you to consider this way of life if you're thinking about it, and don't try to have all your ducks in a row before you do it. I certainly didn't, but do have your backup plan for your backup plan, and as much money as you can saved up for those hard times, because they will come and those emergencies will come. And just get into meeting people and go to meetups, and you'll find your own tribe. I'm so blessed, and look at the new people that I got to meet camping here with Johnny. Just great people. Okay, let me catch up on comments. If you have any questions or anything before we start closing for the evening, let me know, and I'll catch up on comments and see if you've got anything you want to ask me. Susan Jack, I didn't see you join in, or did I?
Well, I
Yeah,
didn't
no,
either.
earlier you did, I think. I don't remember. Let's see.
I was probably going to get some link or something.
Yeah, you probably were. You guys are so awesome. Oh, Judy Stewart is saying, did you already show your new counter? I did not. And the reason is because, and Johnny, you might not still be on here, and that's okay if you're not. But I need to get some pictures of it looking pretty before we brought everything in out of the tent, because right now it's just piled up and crazy. And I need to get a couple of pictures today, if possible, of the counter and it looking pretty to put on a video that I'm working on. I just need pictures. I don't need clips. So if you could even do a screenshot from the video clips that we did, that would be great. And just 2 or 3 pictures is awesome. Let's see. So Judy, I'm excited for you guys to see it too, but those videos will be coming up, and I can't show it to you guys tonight because it's covered up with stuff, because we literally 30 minutes before we went live was throwing everything in my rig, because it's supposed to rain tomorrow, and I wanted Jana to be able to put her tent up, that she was so gracious to let me put all my stuff in, so Johnny and Patty helped us just get everything out of the tent and throw in my rig. And yeah, Kathy's right. I want to wait till my rig is cleaned up and I can show it off the right way. But if I can borrow a couple of pictures, 2 or 3 pictures from Johnny, I'll be set. Yeah, sandblasting is a good word for it. It was really awful. So Jacqueline is asking, if you park facing the wind, doesn't the wind blow all the sand into your engine area? That is a consideration, and yes, that is true. That could happen. So maybe you want to park with the rear of your rig facing where the wind is coming from. If wind is a consideration for you, I just wouldn't park where it's broadsiding you. And the people that I was talking about that moved their rig, it was a bumper pull, so they didn't have any engine in the rig itself to worry about. But yes, that is a consideration. And also, when you are parked, because if you're in the desert especially, and even in the forest, you wouldn't believe the forest dust that can get into your rig. I would recommend that you make sure all of your vents are closed when you park anywhere. But yeah, that's a whole nother story. Pearl's cleaning out her garage. Oh, baby girl, I wish I was there to help you. I know that's a big undertaking, but you've got this, Pearl. Call me if you need to. Brenda Sweet Apple is in the house. Did you see what Becky said about the snow? She said she didn't think she'd ever seen that much snow. It was a fun.
Well, I hadn't seen that much snow in Texas. Now, if I went to a snow skiing, I'd seen that much snow, but not just walking around, and that was the most I'd seen too. It was like, whoa.
You snow ski?
No, just once or twice.
But you've been snow skiing?
Yes.
I learn something new about that girl every day. She's amazing. If y'all have not checked out Jana's channel, you need to do she really is, truly.
Go watch the snow video.
Go watch the snow video.
That's the fun one, watching Sammy.
Yeah, that is a fun one.
And
but
comment and tell me you all watched it.
Yeah.
So that way I know that.
Say you hopped over from the FNL so she knows where you found out about
Yeah.
it. We, as creators, we love that. So please do that. Likewise, if you haven't, please go subscribe to Frugal RV Gal and let her know that you hopped over from the FNL. And likewise, if you haven't subscribed to Johnny's Journey, please hop over and do that and let her know that you hopped over from the FNL. So Kathy says you guys need to go to dinner to celebrate no episode. We will. It'll probably be a couple of days before I'm ready to go out and
well, we may get rained in tomorrow.
yeah,
too.
we may. Where we're camped, we've been here before when it has rained, and where we're camped when it rains, and it depends on, they do their best to make it the best predictions they can. But just because they're saying that it's a 45 to 58%, I think, chance of rain all day tomorrow, doesn't mean that it will. But if it rains that much, where we're camped, we've been here before, and even the rock shale that we're on, that top layer, it turns to the thickest, sludgiest mud that I've ever seen out here. It doesn't get like that in Quartzsite that I've seen. It doesn't get like that in Ehrenberg. It doesn't get like that around Parker, but especially where we are down by Yuma, not all of Yuma even gets like that, but this area does. It just turns into this ooey gooey, like a cross between silly putty and mud. It's insane. Sarah says we had snow drifts higher than a car. Whoa! The beast from the east, because it blasted over from Europe. Oh my goodness, Sarah. That's a lot. When I was in Arkansas, we used to get snowed in a lot because the snow would we couldn't even get out to dig out. I remember one time, one of my stepfathers, he climbed out a window was finally exposed enough. He could climb out, and he had the shovel with him. I'm not lying, you guys. He climbed out and he had the shovel with him, and he was going backwards, and he had the shovel. And when he stepped out, he went down, and the spade of the shovel, he went down, and you could just see the tip of the shovel, and he starts trying to move it. That was probably a dangerous thing to do, but I don't know why they did it. I was a child, but I remember the spade of the shovel, the tip of it showing through. Let's see, what did I miss? I'd forgotten all about that. God, that was hilarious. Let's see. Catching up on videos.
Videos?
Uh-huh.
Comments?
I mean, catching up on comments. Somebody said something about a video, and that's why I said video. Let's see. Oh, Kathy said we need to go to dinner to celebrate. Yes, and maybe get rained in here, but we will as soon as we can. I'm wanting to wait until I don't have to wear my headset. I don't mind wearing my headset in public, but they're not comfortable, and it's not a comfortable experience because everybody stares. But oh, thank you, Rebecca, my dear friend Becky. She said she prayed for me for the when she saw the video about my the sand in the tent. Lake Living Bee is in the house. Hello. Let's see. Yeah, I would love a little warmth. It's a little bit better. I'm in short sleeves today. That's a good thing. Jacqueline says she'll take snow in Florida. With the crazy weather our country is having, Jacqueline, be careful what you wish for. Let's see. I'm trying to catch up. Yeah, Johnny's got her own lake now, and it's stocked. So, Jenna and I are going to be going there because we love to fish. So we each got each other this last year fishing vest for our birthdays. I bought Jana a fishing vest, and she bought me a fishing vest for my birthday. And so, yeah, y'all, if y'all have watched our videos, you know that we love fishing. And so we are, we're probably going to come see you, Johnny. Does the crunching sound of the rock affect my brain? No. I say no. what does get to me is I have to be careful parking close to a road out here that has that crunchy gravel sound if it is a heavy trafficked road. And right now there's trains near here, and so I'm sleeping with earplugs at night. But the crunching, as far as just walking, it doesn't get to me. So yes, Beth says there's stories of people climbing out the second. You know what? Now that you're saying that about getting out to go take care of the livestock, we did. We had rabbits and pigs and horses and cattle. So I bet that is what he needed to get out and go do. I was just so young. I don't know. I just remember that he went down off he just disappeared into the snow. Oh, Frugal, did you see that about Lake Living Bee? Oh, nice. Snowmageddon, Newfoundland. Oh my goodness, I bet that's right, Brenda. Okay, guys, well, we have been on here for about an hour, and that's about my limit. And I appreciate everybody being here. It is always so much fun, every FNL, to be with you. And thank you all down in Johnny's camp that was on here tonight. That meant a lot to me. And love you guys, and everybody stay safe. Oh, okay, wait, Bandit's wanting to come up and say bye. Goodness, it's like he knew we were saying bye. Are you saying bye? He says, no, did you hear the train? All right, everybody. Y'all have a great weekend. Love y'all. Keep on keeping on.